Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the new boarding patrol for the NECRONs and breaking down the points and prices so we can see exactly what value we'll get from this set. This is one of 3 new boarding patrol sets that I covered in a video yesterday, so if you haven't seen that, go and check it out and you can have an overview of each of the boxes, but I'll be breaking down each of them into a separate video, and this is the first one. So let's have a look at everything that's included. You're going to get 27 NECRON models altogether, and in the image here you can't see 3 other models that are included. They're the Scarab Swarms. But all up, there's going to be 10 NECRON Warriors, 10 Lich Guard, and you've got an option to build those as the Triarch Praetorians. I made a mistake yesterday, and thanks to everyone who pointed that out. The Triarch Praetorians are actually a fast attack unit that can't be used under the new boarding action rules when you're mustering your army. I thought they were going to be an elite unit like the Lich Guard are, so I got that wrong. But yeah, that's a shame. So although in the article they word it as if you could build them as it and play them in the boarding patrol, you can't actually legally do it. So a bit strange how they wrote that. But either way, you can have 1 unit of NECRON Warriors and then 2 Lich Guard units. You can split them into 5, groups of 5, so that's great. Then you've got the option of having 3 Ophidian Destroyers or 3 Scarab Swarms. These are also both fast attack units, but they're legal under the mustering your army rules for boarding actions, and you have to choose one or the other though, because there's only 1 fast attack slot available, so it can only be 1. If you choose the Ophidian Destroyers, you'll then get to bring the Canoptic Plasmacite, but if you choose the Scarab Swarms, you can't bring that along. Let's have a look at the points breakdown then before we move on to the prices. So first up, we've got the 10 Warriors. They're going to come to 111 points altogether. That's your 1 troop unit. Then you've got the Lich Guard, 10 models, 250 points. 3 Ophidian Destroyers, they'll be 90 points. But if you choose the Scarabs and 3 of those, that'll come to 45 points. That brings us to a grand total of 451 points if you go with the Warriors, Lich Guard and Ophidian Destroyers, but if you switch it up and go with the Scarabs instead of the Destroyers, it comes to 406 points. Going with the Ophidian Destroyers means you can bring in that Plasmacite, which is another 15 points, which will take it up to 466. That looks like the maximum we can get from this boarding patrol box set. Now we've seen the points, let's have a look at the prices. Before we do that though, thanks so much to everyone who's been signing up to Patreon to be part of the first 100 Patreons on my channel. I'm on a mission to get 100 Patreons, and once we reach that target, I'll start doing narrative battle reports, and then there'll be some extra perks related to that for Patreon members. So really excited to do that and looking forward to getting there together. And a massive thank you to everyone who's joined so far. It's really cool of you, and thanks so much for that support. If you'd like to join or find out more about how you can get these narrative battle reports going on, then there's a link in the description down below. Right, back to the prices then. So I'm going to look at the UK pound value here, and then at the end I'll go through all the currencies for different countries. So let's start off by looking at how much the Warriors would cost if you bought this pack on their own. So for the 10 models and the Scarab Swarms, they would be £30. The Lich Guard, you're getting 2 sets here. They usually come in packs of 5. So these would be £65 if you bought the 2 sets. Next up, we've got the Ophidian Destroyers. They would be £35 for the set of 3. And that includes the Canoptic Plasmacite. And then there's the 3 Scarabs, which again are included in the Warriors set if you bought that. So all up, this is £130 if you were to buy this all separately. And if they do this boarding patrol for £65, like they did with the Space Marines, that's a huge saving. That's 50% saving there. Then factor in any potential savings with your friendly local game store or online retailers, which is going to be up to 20% if you're lucky enough to have one in your region. That's going to bring it down to £52. So if you can get £130 worth of models for £52, I think this is going to be the best value boarding patrol out of all of these packs. But we've got to find out for sure, so tune in for those other videos coming later on. Let's look at the prices for all the regions, and so the UK, if it is the same price as the Space Marines, you're looking at £65 in the UK, 110 US dollars, 85 euros, 170 Australian dollars, 200 New Zealand dollars, which is insane. I did a check on the currency exchange and that would come out at £104. So you guys are getting a raw deal there. But anyway, Canada, that'd be $130. and then Japan 14.3 thousand yen. So if this is going to be that price, I think this could be great value. For 466 points, you're pretty much ready to go, and that's a brilliant saving. There are some downsides though, depending on how you look at it. One could be that there are no HQ units included, but on the flip side, that would make it good for people who already play Necrons, because there's a good chance you'll have many of the HQ units anyway. So if you're an existing player, this could be a way to bulk up your army a little bit and get those points up for other games outside of board-in actions. For new players, I still think this is good. If you want to play just board-in actions, you could pretty much go with everything you've got in the box here. You're a few points down, but you've got a nice selection of models. You could even use them in Kill Team if you wanted to. I would prefer the Hierotech Circle rules for Kill Team for sure. And if you only wanted to get this for Kill Team, I would say don't. Go and get that Hierotech Circle box set instead. Much better value, and you could probably pick up just some smaller units anyway. You don't need this many models for Kill Team. So for Kill Team, I'd say no, but for 40k, I think this is good for both players who already play Necrons and those who are looking to start an army. When you include the 3 Scarab Swarms and that Canoptic Plasmacite, you are going to get 27 models in here, which I think is pretty good, especially if you can get it for £52. That's less than £2 a model if you work it out that way. So I think that's really nice. There's 5 units here to choose from, so you can have your warriors as 1 troop unit, 2 elite units, you've got the 1 fast unit option and the Canoptic Plasmacite as well. And if you didn't want it for board-in actions, I think having that variety of builds is going to be nice for regular 40k battles as well. But if you do want it for board-in actions, you want to get the most out of that 500 points that you're allowed. So I think you'll need some extra warriors, so get another 3 in there. That's going to be 11 points each. That's going to take you up to 499. Bang on, that's pretty good. And I think you could find 3 warriors really cheap on eBay to add to this if you wanted to. There you go, this is the first of the 3 box sets I'll be going through and breaking down the points and prices for each one. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about it? Would you be picking this up if you're a new player or an existing player? What's your favourite unit? Do you think it'll work in board-in actions? Let me know in the comment sections below. It'd be great to hear what you think. I'll be working on the other 2 videos for the Tyranids and the Grey Knights today, so expect that either later this evening and tomorrow morning. I think that's probably realistic time frame for these to come out. And in the meantime, I'll put the links in the description and the comments down below to my Patreon, so you can check out those new perks that I've put on there and be one of the first 100 Patreons, which is really exciting. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Hope it was helpful and gave you a good idea about what you can expect from this Necron Boarding Patrol box set. If you did like it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.